Thank you, Danila. Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me great pleasure once again to announce Namibian team to take on New Zealand this weekend. Jason Bernarde, number 1. Number 2, Torsten van Jaarsveld, vice captain. 3, Aranos Kutsia. 4, Johan Retief. 5, Chui Unavi. 6, Vian Conradi. 7, Prince Gossip. 8, Richard Hardwick. Number 9, Damien Stevens. 10, Tian Swanepoel. 11, Divan Rousseau. 12, Leroux Malan. 13, Johan Deisel, captain. 14, Gershwin Mouton. 15, Cliven Loubser. The replacements are 16, Louis van der Westhuizen. 17, Desiderius Setti. 18, Aitembu Shikufa. 19, Pieter-Jan van Lille. 20, Adrian Boysen. 21, Max Katchicheko. 22, Jacques Theron. 23, JC Greiling.
Obviously, it's going to be a difficult game for you. What are your ambitions for this confrontation with All Blacks? The third confrontation in the World Cup?
Yeah, of course, we knew from, when the pools were drawn up, we knew in a big pool of, top quality international teams like New Zealand, France, Italy. So it's not something that scares us, but it's something that we really get excited about. And I'm also glad to see that New Zealand are taking this game very seriously. They have selected a quality side, and it is, it's good for Rugby World Cup, for this competition, not to see a lot of teams playing so-called understrength B teams against us. It's a great opportunity for our players, and we're really excited about playing against the best in the world. So we're looking forward to it.
If the player can express their personal feelings about this game?
Any specific player you want to ask?
Good afternoon. Yes, for sure. I mean, to play against New Zealand, first of all, is an amazing opportunity, and all of us have heroes, and most of them will be playing. So to play against quality players like the New Zealand team and the team that has been selected, unbelievable opportunity for us, not only to measure yourself only, but to, just to learn from them and see how top tier teams is doing things on the field. So yes, unbelievable opportunity for us.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. Just to follow up after my skipper, I think it's also a great experience for us to go out there and play against the world, but at the same time, we can test ourselves as well and try and implement our systems, because it's the road going forward is also, we have a long-term plan. So tomorrow is Friday is just going out there, implementing our game plan, staying on our game plan, then playing to the best of our abilities.
Yeah, for me, good afternoon. For me personally, obviously it's my first game against the All Blacks, so I'm quite a bit nervous, but it's good to be nervous. So I just see it as an opportunity to measure myself against the best of the best. So I'm quite excited for Friday night.
Good afternoon. From my side, as all of them already said, there's an opportunity that we have. We as a Tier 2 nation and from the smaller nations, we don't have a lot of time, we don't have a lot of games against Tier 1 top nations, so the World Cup is basically our platform to measure ourselves against the best in the world, and that is why it's also exciting to be in a World Cup as this, to play against the higher teams. So not only for the team, but I think for individual players as well. This is memories that will be made, and as I said, it's an opportunity that we need to take with both hands.
Good day, everyone. Yeah, just following up on what all of them have said. It's a huge opportunity playing these type of games, and I think as a kid from Namibia growing up, you want to play against the All Blacks, wants to measure yourself against the best. So I think it's just going out there, performing to the best of your abilities, and just trying to be competitive. Yeah.
Coming back to the Italy game, in which sectors do you have to improve yourself?
Yeah, obviously, it was a big challenge for us at set piece, and we weren't good on the day, to be honest, in terms of our set piece. We can be better. So hopefully that part, we've worked on that. Hopefully it will be better tomorrow, set piece. The other thing, obviously, conceding, it wasn't bad. We conceded 13 penalties, but against tier 2 nations, we've got to make sure that the discipline is right there. We've got to also, because if you concede a penalty, we'll have to stop them all. And we've worked on our maul defense as well. But look, we were in the game up until halftime. Even in the 73rd minute, the score was 31-8. And we've conceded 3 tries in the last 8 minutes of the game, and the scoreline blown up a bit. But in general, I think we threw a couple of punches there. We just got to throw more punches, in a game, and hopefully Saturday as well. We're not honestly there just to be punching bags. We've got a plan, and hopefully when the pressure's on, the players will believe in our plan and executing the plan like they've said. I think we've prepared well. It is going to be a challenge, but it's one that we're ready for.
Just a question for Captain. The game against Italy, did that help the different speed, intensity to adjust to that, let's say, that tier of rugby? Is one game enough to maybe get a good feel of how it is going to be this Friday?
Yes, for sure. I think a lot of us have played a tier 1 nation, but a lot of us haven't played a game against them. So for all of us to just see the tempo of the game and to adapt, that's a key focus for us to be more adaptable and to adapt to the speed of the game, the ruck speed, the defense. Everything is a bit quicker. You have less time on the ball. Everything's just quicker. So that certainly will help us going into this game, although New Zealand is the tempo is even higher than it will be or was against Italy. So it helped, but we, like Pof has said, we need more games against these type of nations to make an improvement in these facets of the game. So we are looking forward to this game. We worked on a few things throughout the week that can help with the tempo and everything. We've picked up our intensity at training, so hopefully it will come off in the game.
And Coach, also during the week, the training on specific things like the set piece and things that you mentioned after the Italy game. Happy with the progress that was made in the week, let's say in terms of scrums, defense at the lineouts and own lineouts.
Yeah, look, if you compare the team that you selected this week to the one last week, it's a bit of a different team as well. So those guys coming in, hopefully they can really make a difference in terms of the way you want to play and how we've planned for a team like New Zealand. Look, it's an excellent team that they're a top rugby nation, and it's not easy to break their rhythm. But we've got plans around that and to make sure that we, with our plan to stop their momentum and to break their rhythm. I think we've learned lessons in the game against Italy. So every game we play. We will work on that, and we hopefully, it is a building block until we get to the last game. That's our last game. We want to make sure that we've learned enough lessons to come up with one of our best performances in this competition. So I'm happy with the training. I'm happy with the energy of the players, and the intensity at which they train. Fortunately, there's no big injuries. We've got one, concussion only, but further than that, everyone is ready to go.
What's your final ambition in this group? Do you want to make a sort of a final against Uruguay, or could you give us some precision about that?
Yeah, like I just alluded to, we want to be at our best against Uruguay, but it's not that we're going to go out tomorrow and not play to win. Obviously, we train hard. We train to win. Like I say, every little lesson that we learn, we take on board and try and improve and grow as a team, as individuals, as a combination until we, get to the last one. Hopefully, we can be really at our best last one. Like they all said that we don't get the opportunity to play enough against tier 2 countries, so we use this as a great experience and to develop our game.
In what way do you see this match as a preparation for the match against France? Because Italy, New Zealand, and host country, France, are you expecting the same kind of game against France as against New Zealand?
Definitely not. Maybe it depends whether they respect our defence or not. I know the French has got a huge distance kicking game, and the amount of kicks per game is right up there, close to between 35 and 40. I don't think that will be the case against us, but we will have a plan when we get there. But we all know New Zealand is a team that will use the width of the field because they've got exciting runners and steppers in their team. So that will be a challenge for us to make sure that we take this space away and time on the ball away and, getting stuck in and make sure that we don't give them easy yards and line breaks, just on a platter like that. So, yeah, our plan is really to get in and amongst them and disrupt their rhythm. So we'll see on Friday night, but the French are completely different. When we get there, we'll sort it out.
Do you mind giving us your reaction as well as a captain? Do you see the New Zealand game just as the New Zealand game, or maybe as a preparation for the next step, which would be France?
Yes, like we said, we have processes that we have to go through. Every game we have a few boxes that we have to tick, and every game we want to tick those boxes, leading to the Uruguay game in the end. Hopefully we can reach our goal and have ticked all the boxes. So we've got certain things that we concentrate on every game. For sure, this game will help going into the France game because it's one of the teams in the top 6 as well. So it will be a big match for us.
You guys must understand that it's not just playing against the New Zealand team. For our players, is also playing for contract somewhere else as individuals. So they have a great opportunity now, and that's what I would like to see them to perform. That other clubs over the world, want to give them and offer them contracts. So there's a lot of there's a lot to play for, and the mindset is also you've got to earn your place when you get to the last game. So we're not managing players and wait for the last game. So you've got to keep on playing. It's almost like a trial. You play to get to the final team in the team in the last game of the competition.
Just one for captain, one for coach, if possible.
Okay.
Okay, we'll be brief. Appreciate it. Alistair, sommer net de gedagtes lesse van Italië af en die voorbereiding na die wedstryd Vrydag aand. Sommer net hoe die span se gereedheid is vir Vrydag aand.
Ja, ek dink die eerste les vir my of die eerste positief is die feit dat hierdie span nog veggies het en nooit opgegee het nie. Jy weet, die laaste 3 in die 3-3 in die 8 minute is maar nou ongelukkig geweest, maar as ons kyk na hoe ons begin het en die druk toegepas het op Italië, was ek baie tevrede. Natuurlik, die lesse is vaste fasette, moet ons in verbeter. Ek dink ook ons moet ons punte, wanneer die geleenthede dit voordoen, moet ons dit neem. Ons moet dit waarneem, ons moet die kanse, want dit is baie min teen die toplande. So as daar geleenthede is, moet ons dit omskep in punte. Dis maar van die twee dinge, hopelik kan ons dit in hierdie wedstryd teen New Zealand toepas.
Dit kort verstaan, die intensiteit en die vinnige spoed wat julle ervaar het teen tier 1 in Italië, miskien as hulle vraag van net in Afrikaans.
Ja, verseker, die tempo is vinnig, maar ek moet ook sê die voorbereidingwedstryde wat ons gespeel het in Suid-Amerika, die tempo was daar ook nogal vinnig. So ons kan sien dat die kleiner nasies tel die tempo op, maar dit gaan definitief help in hierdie New Zealand game, want hulle tempo is definitief nog hoër as die game teen Italië en dan die game daarna wat volg teen Frankryk ook. So dit sal definitief ons ouens almal meer op dieselfde bladsy kry, veral ouens wat nog nie teen tier 1 lande gespeel het nie.
Just that last part, if I want to translate it into English. The rest is all the same, but in the last part, which you didn't mention before, he said that our preparation games in South America, they also realized that the tempo is really fast over there, and the smaller teams are really picking up the tempo, so it's really helped us to pick up our tempo, and it's going to get faster and faster from here. So that's something different from the rest.
I don't know very well Namibia, sorry, but how would you describe the support you have in the country during those World Cups? How would you describe it?
Any one of you would like to answer that, Kofi?
Personally, I feel that the support that we have in France and the support at home has been great. The nice thing about the World Cup, as I said, is bring the whole world together. As a smaller nation, you will see in the stands and in the stadiums that a lot of people and a lot of the supporters coming to the stadium actually support the smaller nations. And that's why France is such a good host as well. We can see it with all the other teams and all other games that have been played. The smaller nations have a lot of support, even if it's not a nationality. And that is what's so great about the Rugby World Cup, bringing all the people together. And that is the same for us as Namibians as well. In St. Etienne against Italy, there were a lot of Namibian supporters. There were a lot of people with Namibian jerseys. And I'm sure not all of them were Namibians. And that is what's so great about all this.
I mean, in the country.
In the countries, yeah, there's a big, we have big support there. We are not a lot of people in Namibia, but all the people, all the feedback that we get is everybody's behind our team. We are fortunate enough that a lot of the players and the families came over for the games as well. And from the general public, there's a lot of interest. There's a lot of people getting, when they go to work, they have to wear a Namibian kit. So the people are getting behind us, all the big companies as well. So it's good to see as well in the media.
Just from my side, I think I'd like to stress the fact again that as a country, Namibia has got the least registered players probably worldwide. It's a population of 2.6 million. And I'm not 100% sure how many registered rugby players, but it's less than 400. So what they've been achieving up until now is amazing, and a lot of people don't realize that. We're sitting with huge countries with huge finances who are not yet Rugby World Cup, who didn't qualify. And yet they've qualified for the 7th time now. So for the country in itself, that is massive. And when we visited the State House, it was expressed by the president of the country that he is already proud of this team. So, there's big support back home, and I think that is one big thing from our players when we go out on Friday, is to represent those people well and make sure that that we make them proud. Thank you.